Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your love tarot reading for September 2022. This is a general love reading for all Scorpios. However, cross-watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified in this reading may be swapped, and that the intensity of the energy or situation may vary, so feel free to take with you whatever resonates and leave behind whatever does not. So Scorpio, in this first column, we look at your love vibrations, basically the energy you're putting out there, receiving in terms of love. In the second column, we look at the connection you have with your body and senses, specifically for sensual pleasure. In this third column, we uncover your potential for romance this month. And in this fourth column, we get love advice from your higher self. And for those of you interested, I will be closing off the reading with a message from a special someone. So let's see what we have here. Okay, Scorpio, in terms of your love vibration, you have the frog, and it says voice, progress, cleansing. You have the Six of Swords. It says transitions on it. You have the Ten of Swords. It says despair on it. And you have the Emperor. So Scorpio, to some degree, there's some type of, it seems like, I don't know, you hit rock bottom, you were betrayed, you got hurt. You're trying to like really move on and have a sense of boundaries, structures, trying to kind of figure your way, through something. And it's like a growth period. You might need to leave behind something. I mean, whatever led to this Ten of Swords situation, kind of leave that behind, learn from it, and move on. So here with this frog, there's a sense of there's something that you need to say and voice and be heard, which is interesting because you have this Emperor. It's this wolf that's howling here. So it may be that this is kind of allowing you to kind of speak your truth when it comes to some ideas you have about protecting yourself, protecting others, sense of loyalty, sense of betrayals. But it seems to be affecting, your love vibration. You need a sense of really, if this could be you, it could be that you need to find your own voice. Maybe in the past you've allowed others to kind of be the voice for you. Okay, and this one to pop out. So you have the hang bunny. I'm just gonna stick it right here. And that's a sense of having, patience and trying to see things from a different perspective. Perhaps, some type of sacrifice that you had to, do here. And either in this transition, before this transition, a sense of, needing to be okay with yourself and what your truth is, more so than expectations that other people might have of you. And It's interesting. You have this like hydrangea. I know this is about your connection to your body and senses, but you have this gratitude, peace card here. So it's a sense of the worst is behind you. You are kind of moving forward and, slowly finding, what makes you stronger. So let's take a look at this Ten of Swords because it's glaring. It's glaring at me. You have the Ten of Pentacles. All right. So that has to do with security. And maybe you trusted the wrong person. Perhaps you lost a job. But here it's a sense of, it's, like I said, it's kind of done, and you might be transitioning through this situation mentally and feeling like there's nothing you can do about it, maybe feeling a little bit of maybe you struggled against it at first, but really you just have to allow it to happen, and in the process, clear up some things for yourself. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords. So this transition that you're making here, it's taking you from a place where you maybe gave power to someone else or felt restricted, that you couldn't say something, that you couldn't do something. But this is progressing, even though it might not feel like it. So let's take a look at this Emperor here. You have the Nine of Pentacles, and that's a sense of really feeling that you've accomplished something in your life, feeling the rewards of that, feeling independent. So to some degree, this situation here, this Ten of Swords situation, might not have to do with romance. It might have to do with work. It might have to do with family, and trying to really have control and independence over your life. It seems to kind of at least maybe put you in a situation of you're kind of making sure that you can be the best that you can, so that when you are, with someone else, that you can give them the best that you can give as well. So here, in terms of connection with your body and senses, you have this hydrangea, gratitude, and peace. So here, it's kind of to say, hey, thanks, have gratitude, almost to, recognize that every day is an opportunity for you to change things, to come from a place of love, to, connect to those around you in a real positive way. And it's kind of trying to have you find this silver lining in everything. So you have 10 of Cups here. It says harmony on the card. You have the 3 of Cups. It says friendship. And then you have the 3 of Wands. It says vision here on the card. It's a sense in terms of your connection to your body, your senses. You have a great support system, some, friends, maybe some really good friends, close family that really lift you up, and maybe you have certain ideals that you want for your own life that are keeping your standards high, and you being okay with that. So kind of focusing on the silver linings. So enjoy some time with some friends, enjoy the things that are pleasurable to you. whether that's getting together and, you know, drinking some Prosecco, drinking some hot cocoa. I would say, you know, just make sure that whatever you are celebrating, enjoying, doesn't necessarily numb your sensations to this process over here, and more allows you to process it. So let's take a look at the 10 of Cups up here. Harmony, peace, gratitude. Queen of Cups, definitely self-love. So self-love, self-care, making sure that you are nurturing yourself, your senses, love your personality, love your body, treat yourself well. Let's take a look at the 3 of Cups. You have the 3 of Pentacles. So again, the sense of the people around you are really helping you to, you know, be your best self. And if this is in relationship to like a job that was lost, they might be able to help you kind of, you know, find something, help you work on a resume, help you, you know, maybe even help you find a job, refer you somewhere, and maybe even make sure that your standards are staying high all the way around. Maybe this 10 of Swords situation, it just wasn't going to get you what you deserve. So let's take a look at the 3 of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's a sense of like you can really create whatever it is that you want to create. You know, the time is now for you to really embrace yourself, because the potential, Scorpio, for romance in September, you have this Passion card. You also have this 2 of Swords, decisions, it says. You have the Hermit, and you have this Perspective card, which is the equivalent of the Hanged Bunny. So here, you know, to some degree, it might be the passion really has to start on yourself, and you might need to make a decision on, you know, where you put your attention. And, you know, in terms of the Hermit and this Perspective or Hanged Bunny, it is a sense of things going slow and going on its own, you know, time. It's divine timing. So let's take a look at that 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups is kind of telling me to really kind of focus on your past, to kind of help yourself out and focus that love there. Let's take a look at the Hermits. You have the King of Wands, which is kind of, you know, not really hermity. It's almost the opposite of a hermit. The King of Wands is someone who is charismatic, social, draws a lot of attention, you know, really goes after what they want. The Hermit really kind of pulls away from that. So it kind of seems you might have the opportunity to kind of spice up some passion with someone, or, you know, focus on yourself. Let's take a look at this Perspective card. It's kind of like in the daytime, you focus on yourself. In the nighttime, maybe focus your passions to someone else. We'll see. We'll see. You have the 9 of Wands. So I guess if you want to do that, if you want to do like the day-night passion things, you can. It's going to be like really wear you down. Okay, So in terms of love advice, you have this card of heaven. And really, this really says you have unlimited possibilities, endless possibilities for you to achieve whatever you want through love. Like basically, you want to have an amazing job, follow your heart. What is it that you want to dedicate yourself to? You want an amazing relationship. Set the high standards that you have. Don't settle for less. Make sure that you're focusing love and attention on yourself, and then kind of then allowing that to flow into other areas. If you want to move somewhere, approach it, is this somewhere you would love to move? Even the process, just being, kind to people who are processing the paperwork for you to move to somewhere, all along those lines. So you have 6 of Wands, it says success. 4 of Wands, it says celebration. And 7 of Discs, it says perseverance. So here, like, kind of indicates, like, really, you can have success. You can have whatever life celebrations, milestones, engagements, weddings, babies, if you actually want it and you actually invest in that and kind of invest from the heart. So let's take a look at the 6 of Wands. You have the Star. Your wishes can come true. Sense of hope. Scorpio, maybe you're someone who enjoys like working with people, helping people, and a sense of helping people heal even. Take a look at 4 of Wands. You have Justice. Definitely, if you are looking for marriage, that's what you can get. If you want to have a, relationship with someone that is going to be successful, again, this having your high standards, you kind of, this Justice is about cause and effect. You get out of something what goes into it. So if you got high standards for what you want in a relationship, you've got a lot of self-love and self-respect, self-value, and demand that from your significant partner. That's what you're going to get. And then for the 7 of Discs, 7 of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess. A sense of like trusting your inner knowing, tapping into your intuition and coming from the place of your heart. You'll know if it's worth pursuing or if it's worth kind of, not investing in. Maybe this situation, you invested a lot of yourself into something that wasn't for your best and highest good. And now you're like, no, I'm going to, I want to treat myself better. I'm going to have higher standards for myself. So let's pull some oracle cards for thoughts and feelings from either a current love interest, future love interest, depending on your situation. Well, these want to come out. You've got believe. You've got balance. So here, a sense of, whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. This concept of heaven. Believe in what you want, go after what you want, tap into your intuition, your wishes coming true, put into it what you hope to get out of it. Then you have this trip card here. So to some degree, it's a sense of, you might be, for some of you, moving. So you have this transitions card, this 3 of Wands card. You've got the 4 of Wands. And, for others of you, it's a sense of really enjoy the ride. It's more this hermit aspect. Enjoy your own journey, and basically, eventually, wherever you need to be is exactly where you will be, with this special love interest. And whether you're with that person now, then, it's a trip that you'll take together. If it's something that this is a future love interest, then it's a sense of taking this route will really lead you to that person and what you want out of things. So I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of love for you this month. To uncover more about your month, check out readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.